Namaskar, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, or rather traders. On a Saturday morning, if you've come at 10 o'clock, wanting to listen to me, then I'm sure you guys are traders and wanting to improve. Simple as that. Let me see who's there on the screen. I don't know. I don't know who all are there, but anyway, if you're here, fine, very good. Today, I will speak on how to grow as a trader. All of us basically are traders. So what I would say is that all of us want to grow as trader. Every trader who buys a stock in the market wants to make money. Every trader who buys a stock in the market wants to make money. Simple as that. His intention is to make money, nothing else. He is here only to make money. There's not a single person I know of who has actually come to the stock markets trying to lose money. Not a single person as yet. But in the end, they all stand up losing money. Simple as that. They want to make money, but they end up losing money. Why is that so? When you buy a stock for rupees 100 rupees, you want it to go to 120 rupees, assuming for a moment. You already had a feeling that it will go to 120. Your bias is already there that you want it to go to 120 rupees. So if it goes to 120, you are right. But if it comes down after you buy at 100, then you are actually dejected. You already had a bias that will go up, but it is not working according to you. It's actually going against you, which you do not expect it. You're not prepared for it. You don't want it to happen. So you don't accept it. So you reject that thought. As a result, you end up losing money. This is true of 100% of cases. You have to realize one thing. Why does stock prices go up? Is one thing you have to know very, very clearly. Prices go up because someone is buying. That is why it's going up. If nobody was buying, it would not go up. Think about it. It's going up because someone is buying. If someone was selling it, it would come down. If someone is buying, it goes up. If someone is selling, it comes down. So market does what it wants to do depending on what someone else is doing. You have done nothing. Suppose you buy a stock for 100 rupees and after 1 month, it goes to 150 rupees. Can you tell me what have you done to make it go to 150 rupees? Can you tell me what have you done to make it go to 150 rupees? That's the question. You've done nothing. After you bought, you have done nothing. You can only pray, nothing else you can do. If it goes from 100 to 110 rupees, because someone has bought after you have bought and you have done nothing. Okay, I'll just stop presenting my screen for a moment and let me see for a moment only. Yes, tell me. Hello? Okay, now this is what it is. You have done nothing. Stock price goes from 100 to 120 rupees because someone bought after you. You have done nothing. You bought it for 100. If it comes down to 90 rupees, you have done nothing because someone sold after you. So what someone is doing, your future is dependent on that. You're going to make money based on what someone is doing. You're going to lose money because what someone is doing, not because of you. You bought for 100 and you've forgotten it. That's it. What have you done? Nothing. You can only pray. Important thing to note is profit is not in your hands. Repeat, profit is not in your hands. Losses. So what is in your hand? loss. Remember, think about it again. Profit is not in your hand. Loss is. If profit is not in your hand, what can you do about it? Nothing. If loss is in your hand, what can you do? You can control it. The only thing you can control in a trade is your loss. How can you control a loss? You can control a loss by sticking to a certain discipline. When you enter a stock, say 100 rupees, you should know at least two places where you will exit beforehand. A is target or chase it with a trailing stop, and the other is stop loss. What do you need to do? It's very easy. I've been saying it for years together, and people have been writing about it, but nobody does it. A, if you buy something at 100, it can go to 120 or it can come to 80 rupees also. At one place, you should know where you're wrong, and that is a place you should decide yourself. Assuming for a moment, you decide that you will go wrong at 90 rupees. You fix a stop loss at 90 rupees. And let market do what it wants to do. If at 100 you bought and it comes down to 90 rupees, you are out. Accept the loss. Because market up and down is not in your control. What is in your control is the loss. So you are out. Now, assuming at the moment you bought something at 100, it goes to 110. What do? You move your stop loss from 90 to cost. Repeat, you move your stop loss from 90 to cost. That is 100. Now, if it comes down and comes and touches 100, you are out. Yes, you are out and you don't lose any money. You have protected your cap. Suppose if it touches 100 and goes up to 120, don't worry about it because it's going up because someone is buying, not because of you. You've done nothing. You've protected yourself and pat yourself on the back. That's important. Look for a next trade. Your stop loss got hit. You didn't lose any money. Look for a next trade. Now, assuming for a moment it came to 100, no, it came to 101 after you bought 100 and moved up to 110 again. Be happy. Your stop loss is still at 100. Now, again, if it goes to 120, you move your stop loss to 110. Now think, should I chase it or exit? That's all. This is how you manage a trade. One thing you understand, please understand, repeat, profit is not in your control. Because market does what it wants to do. I repeat, it goes up because people are buying after you. It comes down because people are selling after you. So profit is not in your hand. It's not in your control. What is in your control is the loss. So you learn to protect your capital. I'm going to make a statement. Please write it down if you can. And the statement is, the first loss is the best loss. I repeat, the first loss is the best loss. I repeat again for the third time. The first loss is the best loss. Because if it comes to 90, you exit, what happens? You're happy, you got 10 rupees loss. Actually, you must be feeling bad about it, but don't worry, you're happy. Because if you don't take a loss at 90, it can come down to 80. That's the second loss. So if you don't take the first loss, the second loss is deeper. If your trade was good, it had no business to come to your stop loss. If it comes to your stop loss, that means the trade was not good. If trade was not good, you don't have to be a trader. You don't have to be in that trade. You should be out. That's the rule of the game. Understand few things very clearly. I may repeat it even 1,000 times. It's for good. It's for your own good. A market does what it wants to do. It goes up because people are buying after you. It comes down because people are selling after you. Whether you have bought or you have not bought or you have sold, the market does not know. Think about it. So we are normally successful in other fields. And because of that success, we assume that we will be successful in stock market too. But that is not the case. Because stock market is a game So the dynamics are different. You're trading here with the mind, trading with people with mass psychology. You have no idea who the other side of the trader is. You don't know them. You don't want to know them. You do not know how they will behave. That's the psychology. You are actually trading against yourself, trading against your own emotions. Think about it deeply, what I've said. I've spent around more than 25 years in this business. So I understand what I'm talking about. You're trading with your own psychology. I will give you one fine example. This is my own personal example. See, when you look at me, I'm 69 today. I'm basically a sportsman. In my mind, I'm a sportsman, an adventure sportsman. I've played all kinds of games. I'm also a marksman, a shooter, pistol shooter. I started to shoot pistol shooting when I was young in 1983. That was how many years back? 17 plus 22, 45 years back. I started to shoot them. I trained for pistol shooting. I'll tell you how many times I trained, how many hours. I used to train for few hours a day. 2 hours, approximately 3 hours sometimes. On weekends, Saturday and Sunday, I used to train for 8 o'clock in the morning to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I used to train. Every day, I used to train. Every weekend at the shooting range. Monday to Fridays at home, practicing at home without the bullets. Yes, without the bullets. Saturday and Sunday, I used to fire the bullets at the shooting range. This went on for 1 full year. 1 full year. Look at the amount of hours that I put in. This went on for 1 full year. There were national championships in Palghat, Kerala in the year 1983, December. I went there for the competitions. Before that, we had district level competitions, then we had state level competitions. I participated in all the competitions. And then we had qualified for national, went to the qualifying national competitions, Palghat, Kerala. There I shot a match. Despite all this training, I got a medal, but a bronze medal. Number 3. Highest score was 278, which my brother shot, and he got a gold. The second was 275. My friend, I used to call him Guru Hagman. His name was Vidpat. He got the score. And I came third number with a score of 263. Look at the difference. After spending 1 full year, few hours a day, and finally getting a bronze medal after so many efforts. Not gold. I've won bronze medal, I've won silver medal, I've never won a gold medal ever in my life. In spite of I've done 14 national championships. I've done 3 national games. Worked so much, practiced so much. Despite that, a bronze medal. Now in trading, tell me and think about what I'm saying now. Have you practiced enough? Have you learned the art of trading? You are pitted against the finest financial brains in trading. Finest. You are pitted against the computers who trade now, algorithms. To beat them, do you think you can beat them? Yes, you can. For that, you have to learn. Yes, you have to learn. After you learn, you have to practice. Repeat. First, you have to learn. Second, you have to practice. And third, you have to do exactly what you have practiced. How many of you have actually learned? How many of you have practiced? And how many of you actually execute? That makes the difference between a good, successful trader, a profitable trader, and a loser. If you are losing, then you think about what I've said now. I'm going to repeat. If you're losing money in the markets, then few things you have done. Possibly you have not learned. One. B, if you have learned, then maybe you have not practiced. And if you have practiced, then maybe you don't execute what you have practiced. Think about it once again. So there's a process. This does not happen in 1 day. This doesn't happen in 1 week. Does not happen in 1 month. It takes time. Look at my example. I was a shooter, a marksman, pistol shooting competitions. I used to train every day. I'm going to tell you one more secret now. The bullet that you fire, it goes to the 10 ring. It goes to the 10 ring because you send it to the 10 ring. Bullseye, it hits because you send it there. The bullet has got no brain of its own. It's not a missile where you feed it and punch a button and it finds a way through core 10 ring. No. Bullet goes to the 10 ring because you are sending to the 10 ring. And since we all know the bullet travels in a straight line, that means at the point of time of firing, your barrel should be pointing at the 10 ring. Repeat, at the point of firing, the barrel should be pointing at the 10 ring, bullseye. And then you fire, it goes to 10 ring. To ensure that a barrel is pointing at the 10th ring, you have to train for that. It is difficult. It is difficult. And I can tell you with confidence, trading is more difficult. You think it's easy? No, it's more difficult. Because there's a process of trading. So unless you follow the process of trading, you cannot make money. I'll repeat it. Unless you follow the process of trading, you cannot repeat it. I've given you the real mantra of my 25 years of trading. That if you want to be a profitable trader, and you can be a profitable trader, yes, you can be. It's not difficult. You can be a profitable trader. First, you have to decide that you want to make money. Unless you decide you want to make money, you cannot make money. And second, you have to educate yourself. You have to educate yourself. You have to learn trading. And after you have learned, you have to practice trading. And once you practice, you have to execute what you have practiced. It's a process. It's a process, I will tell you. You may be finding it. What I'm saying that maybe what he's saying is, I don't know. I don't know what your comments would be, what your thoughts at this point of time are. But you can achieve anything in life, provided you want it. And you devote yourself to it. I wake up in the morning. I don't know what time I wake up. This morning I woke up at 4 o'clock. I've been in this business for more than 25 years. First thing I did was started my computer and was doing my research this morning. Market is closed today. Why am I at the computer? Why am I seeing charts? Think about it. Market is not open tomorrow. But Monday market will be there. If I have free time, I put on my computers and I study charts. What do I study? Think about what I'm going to tell you now. I just study what the chart is telling me. Not what I see. I just want to study what the chart is telling me. Chart tells me I'm going up. Chart tells me I'm going down. It speaks to me in the language that I understand. This happens only when I look at the chart. Suppose you have a child at home. A mother knows the child is hungry when the child cannot speak. Just come out of the womb, mother knows the child is hungry. Child cannot speak the language. Mother knows the child has got a stomachache. How does the mother know? Suppose you have a dog in the house. Don't you know if the dog is happy or is angry? Dog understands you. How does dog know? He doesn't understand your language. Because you become one with the nature. Trading is exactly the same case. The more time you spend at the chart, the more you look at the charts, the more you become one with the charts. That's what the trick is. You have to devote yourself. If you want to grow as a trader, today said the topic was how to grow as a trader. If you want to grow as a trader, you have to devote yourself. That devotion is to be with the charts. You got to be very, very honest with yourself. Extremely honest. Believe in yourself. The market will do what it wants to do. Yes, it will do what it wants to do. It doesn't listen to you. Market doesn't know you. Market cares about you. Market doesn't care about you. Market doesn't know whether you have the stock or you don't have the stock. Market doesn't know whether you want to buy or you don't want to buy. Market doesn't know what price you'll buy. Market just couldn't care about you. They're too small. Market will do what it wants to do. You want to buy for a certain reason. Someone else wants to sell you for a certain reason. If you didn't buy, if you want to buy, please remember one thing. Someone wants to sell it to you. So when you buy something, then someone is actually selling it to you. You have a reason for buying. That person has a reason for selling. He who thinks you are right, he thinks he's right. One of them is wrong. That could be you or that person. We don't know. We'll come to know only after you buy. If it goes up, you're right. If it comes down, you're wrong. And that could happen. The market is uncertain. And you have to accept that the market is uncertain. Now, if you feel and believe that the market is not uncertain, that's the first step you're coming down. That's the first step. There's a chances the market will be right according to you. The chances market will go against you. That's the chances of that. That you can't be certain. The moment we are certain, that's the place where you'll go wrong. Market is not certain. I'm going to take any questions. If there are any questions, let's see. So far, there is none. And I'm going to 20 minutes and 25 minutes have been there. I've been here. I'm going to do this regularly. I'll pick up one topic and speak on that topic. I don't know when. Next 2 weeks, I'm not there. Now, I'll tell you a little announcement. I'm going for a holiday, a driving holiday to Leh Ladakh. So I'm traveling from Delhi to Leh Ladakh via Chandigarh. So I decided to hold a workshop. One workshop I'm having it in Delhi on 18th of June. Yeah, coming Saturday. First workshop. There are only few seats remaining. The next workshop I'm doing on 19th of June in Chandigarh. Again, very few seats remaining. After I come back to Bombay, I'm doing a workshop in Mumbai. Details you'll get it on 2nd of July. Yes. And thereafter, I'm doing one more workshop in Pune on 9th of July. On 23rd of July, I'm doing a workshop in Bengaluru. I'm doing a workshop in Kolkata also. I'll be doing a workshop in Ahmedabad also. I've decided that I'll hold workshop practically every week. So if you want to join the workshops, call me up. My number is already there in public media, 9322210907. I'll give details, everything that how to register, everything I'll give you. Just call me up. But one thing for sure, unless you learn, you will lose for sure. 100%. 100% you will lose. If you don't learn, you lose. And after you learn, you have to practice what you learn. If you practice wrong things, you will lose for sure. So you have to practice the right thing. So first, you have to learn. Second, you have to practice. And third, you have to exactly do what you practice. I have a program of 3 months. I teach a program over 3 months, whereby I teach you. And second step is to actually you have to practice on your own. And third step is to meet you every week. Hand-holding session, which we call it mentoring, where you have doubts and clarifications. We meet over a Zoom meeting and I explain to you all the things to you. And finally, fourth, the most important, I have to clear you for trading. Once I tell you, go start trading from tomorrow, you go and trade for tomorrow, you'll make money. That's all. So the 4-step process is A, learn, B, practice, and C, seek your clarification and doubt from me over Zoom meeting every week. And fourth, Seek my okay to start trading before. Before that, you don't trade with real money. Then you become a profitable trader. It's a 3-month program. Join me. Okay, now there are questions. Let me pick up the question. Yesterday's setup worked very nicely. Total 5 trade setup fine. Superb, Krishnan Menon. Very good. Good morning, Anurag. Surendra Gururaj. Sir, do you look at OI data for support and resistance? Gururaj, I do not look at any open interest data at all. It works beautifully, but I don't understand. I'll tell you what I look at. You see, if trading has to be simple, Gururaj, if trading you have to make money, then it has to be simple. You have to remove a lot of clutters around. I look at the bar, one bar only. The open, the high, the lows, and the close. That's all. I don't even look at volume. I don't even look at open interest. Nothing. Just one bar. To make money, it has to be simple. Because if it is simple, you can do simple things. If it's complicated, you can't do complicated stuff. So if you want to make money, I'm telling you a trick. It has to be simple. Simple to understand. Simple to do. That's all. Anurag Rawat, do you consider open interest in index trading? No, I don't. I repeat it, I don't consider anything. No open interest, no volume, no fancy indicators. I'll give you a little question. Think about what I'm going to ask you. See, computers came in 1985. Before that, there was computers? No. So indicators came in after 1985. Before that, 1985, there were no indicators. No indicators at all. So what do you look at? Only price. Repeat. I'm telling you, repeat. In 1985, computers came. Before there were no computers. So where were indicators then? No indicators. You were looking at price and trading price and making money. When computers came, indicators came. When indicators came, you started using indicators. And when you started using indicators, you become a slave of indicators. Indicators do what? They look at a price and they tell you. So you look at the indicator and do what you want to do. Suppose you look at the price. What happens? You become an indicator which is unique only to yourself. I teach you to look at price. I teach you to trade price. I teach you to make money out of trading price directly. Simple as that. You may call whatever it wants to, doesn't matter to me. Because I know for sure, before 1985, people were making money and there were no indicators then. Okay, got it? Any questions you have? Tell me. I'll be here for a few minutes. Anything you want. Meantime, if I see any questions, a lot of people there on Twitter, so I can't see Twitter questions, so I don't know. On Zoom, a question I can see, a few I've answered. I will keep telling you one thing. Making money is in your hands. Losing money is in your hands. You can make money by not losing money. That's all. You can make money by not losing money. That is in your control. And you have to train for it. Let's look at the army. The army trains for 12 months a year. Why? Because in the time of war, you can't tell them first, let me train yourself. You have to keep training. You have to keep training every day. If an emergency comes, you are able to take care of that emergency there and there. That's why army trains every day. Now, Indrajit Datta has a question. Is there any new method you are teaching or the same ATM method that we are practicing? ATM method. I have ATM 4 methods. 4 setups I've got. In the last 1 month, I got the 5th method, which I will put into ATM 5. So I have got ATM 1, then I have ATM 2, I have ATM 3, I have ATM 4, and the ATM 5th is coming. Now I'll tell you what is ATM 1, and ATM 1 is the most difficult. After you know ATM 1, if you may start making money with ATM 1, ATM 2 is 10 times easier than ATM 1. ATM 3 is 10 times easier than ATM 2. Yes, 10 times easier than ATM 2. ATM 4 is 10 times easier than ATM 3. And ATM 5, I'm going to teach you. Again, 10 times easier than ATM 4. So first ATM, you do it. Dil se. Make money in ATM 1. Don't do ATM 1 and 2 together. No. Make money in ATM 1. And after you make money in ATM 1, you finance ATM 2 from the market's money, not from your own pocket. No. Finance ATM 2 from the ATM 1. And when you make money in ATM 2, finance ATM 3. Money from the market pays for your education. But first time is your education. That's all. First time actually is your practice, your devotion. My job is to help you make money, but you have to make money. Now there, let me see that. Sir, one thing for sure, आपके सेशन से जबरदस्त साइकोलॉजी डेवलप हो रही है. संदीप श्रीवास्तव, thank you very much. Abhijit Bardhan, shall I get recording? Why do you need recording? My method is so simple, it will be recorded in your brain forever. Forever. You can watch the videos for 3 months. When you do my workshops in Chandigarh or Delhi or Ahmedabad or Bangalore, I'll give you a recording also there. You don't require recording after that. Everything is recorded here. You require Zoom sessions once a week, everything. And my job is to help you make money. What is the significance of ATM strategy? ATM is a simple strategy. I call it ATM. It basically means any time money. It's like an ATM card. You put in the card, money comes out. That's ATM. That's my trading strategy. रिकॉर्डिंग मिलता तो गीता के श्लोक जैसा रिपीट करके सुनते. रिकॉर्डिंग आप 3 महीने तक रोज रिकॉर्डिंग देख सकते हैं. 3 महीने तक. और क्या चाहिए आपको? 100% देख लीजिए. वर्कशॉप कीजिए और 3 महीने का रिकॉर्डिंग आपको देता हूं मैं. आपने ATM 3 किया है तो ATM 4 करना है. आपको ATM 4 कर सकती है. रितिका सचदेव ऑफकोर्स कर सकती है. उसके बाद ATM 5 में डेवलप करूंगा. अभी देखिए, मैं बहुत छोटे छोटे बैच लेता हूं, 10 और 12 लोग के, ज्यादा नहीं. लगभग बैचेस फुल हो चुके हैं दिल्ली के और चंडीगढ़. बॉम्बे ओपन तो पहला है 18 तारीख को दिल्ली में, 19 तारीख को चंडीगढ़, 2 जुलाई को बॉम्बे, उसके बाद 9 जुलाई को पूना, उसके बाद 23 जुलाई को सैटरडे बेंगलुरु, उसके बाद अहमदाबाद भी है और कोलकाता भी है. ये ऑफलाइन बैच भी है, ऑनलाइन बैच भी है, दोनों है. अगर आपको ऑनलाइन करना है तो आपको इंस्टेंटली मिल जाएगा. एब्सोल्युटली, बिल्कुल. आपको मुझे फोन करना है. मेरा नंबर है 9322210907. मैं नंबर लिखता हूं, माय नंबर. फोन कीजिए, आई गिव यू ऑल द डिटेल्स. 9322210907. Anyone who wants, just call me up and I will say thank you very much. Just remember one thing, trading is only about making money. Trade what you see, not what you think. Trade the markets, not the forecast. Happy trading, and yes, enjoy the ride. Yes, ATM Anurag is available online. Thank you. Number I'll give you again, my number. मेरा नंबर ट्विटर पर भी है, यूट्यूब पे भी है, आप वहां से ले सकते हैं. कॉल मी एनी टाइम. ओके गाइस, थैंक यू वेरी मच. एनी क्वेश्चंस होगा मैं ले लूंगा. थैंक यू फॉर बीइंग देयर. यू कम हियर. थैंक यू वेरी मच. गॉड ब्लेस यू. एंड